Marvelous. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. These two women in this room waving these books about mead making. All will be revealed. Yeah, all will be revealed. Hello. So you might be watching this on my Facebook page, you might be watching this in a group, could be somewhere else if Bev shared it someone else or anyone else has shared it anywhere. So hello, I am Claire Clark of I Am Claire Clark, and I help business owners get their workbooks, planners, notebooks and journals in print up on the biggest marketplace in the world, on Amazon, so that we can sell them. We can sell them for lots of different reasons. We can sell them to create an income, but mainly we can sell them to grow our business, grow our audience, and all the wonderful things that those books can do for our businesses. So if you actually would like to know a little bit more about how you can really structure a book so that it becomes like a paid lead magnet, there's actually a live session tonight, a free session tonight. If you want that, I can drop the link in, or let me know in comments if you'd like to come along to that. I'm going to be talking to you about how you really can make a book work for you, be part of your business, be a cog within the rest of your business, to grow in new audience, to grow the know, like and trust, for you to then to go on to sell them your other offers, even if they are much higher priced than books themselves. So all this week I have had, and I'm going to have, because we're midweek, is it hump day they call it, don't they? I've had past course participants on for a little chat. Today we've got Bev. Yesterday we had Sid, who's an educator. We had, who else have we had? Vanessa, who also works in education early years. We had somebody in the middle there. Oh, Jennifer, who's an accountant and bookkeeper. So what they're talking about all this week is they're talking about their experience on the Branded Business Books course. So for those of you that haven't heard of what this is yet, it is an 8-week course. It teaches you how to create your own books for your business, like what I've just said, to be a cog within your business, to grow your business, and just to be a wonderful asset. So it's all right me saying, come and join the course. It's marvelous. I'm bound to say that. It's my course. I think it's wonderful. So I think it's really nice to hear from people who have actually been on the course. And because this course really does suit any type of business, it's nice to hear it from different kinds of businesses to find out what they did, how they used it, what it's done for them, and their little story, really. So this is Bev. Hi, Bev.
Hello.
So I was to tell us who you are, but I've just said who you are, but tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Bev Toogood, and my main business is a shop. So I sell home brewing kits, ingredients, things to make cheese, kefir, fermenting stuff, all sorts of sort of home craft making food.
You mean an actual shop, don't you, as well? You mean a brick and mortar,
go
through the door.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. Have you got a bell over your door when you go in?
If there's a doo-doo, that's someone coming in. All our shop and our home and everything is all under one roof. So I'm in the kitchen at the moment, but the shop is just through there. My husband's in there packing orders, because we're mainly an online business. So we do have people come in as well, but we are mainly an online business. And I have another hat as well, which is I help other retailers to sell more stuff. We've been in business, we've had a shop for 14 years. So we sell on Amazon, we sell on eBay, we sell on Etsy, we sell on our own site, we sell in our shop. So we sell everywhere. And when I came across Claire's course, I knew immediately there was something there for me, but I couldn't kind of get my head around what that thing was. So it took me a little while to decide to join. I went through the 5-day challenge. I think some people have that are watching this now. And then I got it. Once I'd watched the 5 videos, I knew that were all the 4 days. I knew that was me. Because I've got 2 businesses I can do it for. So my biggest dilemma then was, do I do it for my home brewing business? Because imagine, everybody wants to know how to make stuff. We have in our business, all I do all day long is answer questions from people about how to make mead, how to make wine, how to make beer, what's wrong with my cider, why isn't it fermenting, how do I clean stuff, is it too cold, is it too hot, all the time. And they've been the bane of our life, to be honest. You know, we've had these kinds of people, we have people phoning and things all the time. And now I can send them to this.
You can just say,
they're making mead.
Go buy this, because it's got all the
go buy this, because you're making mead now, so go buy this. Because we already sell a kit a hat. Nice, pretty bee. We now sell a kit in our shop for making mead as well. So we sell the bucket and the airlock and the recipe and the this and that and the other. So now we're creating another kit with this in. I say creating because this only went live on Saturday.
I know, it's so exciting.
I'm excited at the moment. Okay, I will calm down. But at the moment, yes, exactly. There's recipes in here. So the first part of it is recipes. It's all about mead, all about honey, how to use the honey in the right way, how to get quality honey, all those kinds of things. And then there's 100 pages of notebook. So I kind of did a hybrid. Yeah, I did a hybrid. I did a kind of a little book, but it's a journal or a notebook or whatever you want to call it.
I kind of got all three. You've got a little bit of a book in the beginning, like, you know, you've got more written content in the beginning than a lot of planners. Then you've got a little bit of like, this is your recipe, this kind of planner style, and then you've got the notebook in the end. And I think that's brilliant. And
I did that because I'm afraid there's a lot more coming. Because people that come to our shop also make wine, you know, wine from blackberries or damsons or whatever. They make country wine from peaches and strawberries and what have you. They make cider, they make beer, they make that. And guess what? There'll be a book for every single one of them. So that when people message me, I can send them straight to the link to buy the book. And when we sell the kits in the shop, we'll have a deluxe version of the kit that will have the book in it as well. I've ordered my author copies this week for this book that costs $9.99 on Amazon, including postage for the customer. My print copy is £2.20. So I've got 20 of them winging their way to me right now. But the cover price of this is $9.99. So if I put this in a kit, the perceived value, well, of course, it's fantastic. It's not just perceived. Of course, perceived.
It is absolutely worth $9.99, and the rest.
Every penny it's worth.
Yeah,
it does make it. The perceived value is very high when you put it in with your other stuff. Yeah. So that's the kind of why we did it for the shop, and then of course, because I teach about eBay and Etsy and Amazon and how to sell in all those places and selling all through the year and how to maximize your sales through the year, that's a process. And when you started talking, Claire, on the 4 days about you're doing a transformation, you're taking someone from how the hell do I sell a product on Amazon to selling it. Well, that's what I do. I teach people to do that. So I can turn that into a book as well. Only unfortunately, what with a book and a consultancy business and children, and I've only managed to do one so far, but I was only on the last course and I debated about doing the done for you. Okay, so you know this, Claire. I contacted you before I signed up and said, look, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this. It sounds amazing, but I can't believe it's going to be this simple, basically, to do it.
You're wrong. Sorry.
Wrong. But then when we'd had the conversation, obviously you were happy to do a done for you. Yeah. But I came away and thought, well, if I've got at least 20 books in my head now and we've hardly started,
doesn't make
sense. Good for me to get you to do it. I may as well learn to do it myself.
Absolutely.
And that's what I did. And despite going, I'm so busy and all that, the fact is I followed the course through. I did my first one. I was a bit slower than some of the others, hence it's only just gone live. But because you've got lifetime access, I'm now on the second one, hedgerow winemaking, coming soon. I can now go in and watch the lessons again, which is exactly what I'm doing because I can't remember what I did the first time.
And that's the thing. When you haven't done something for a while, like I do them all the time, so I know it like the top of my head. But when you don't do something for a while, it's like you've got a sewing machine and you haven't got your sewing machine out for 6 months. It takes you 10 minutes to remember how to thread it up, or it takes you, you know. So having that lifetime access means that you can go in there and you can get that. You can just watch them back and get that support. Yeah.
So it's, for me, it's amazing because for me, when someone finds this on Amazon and they've never heard of us, needless to say, I do mention the shop once or twice inside. And there's also a discount voucher in there as well for them to go onto the site and get a gift voucher for their first order. So it's a lead magnet, but it's also a money earner. Obviously, it brings cash into the business because it's selling for the cover price. I get a royalty on that. I am an Amazon affiliate, so every time I'm telling someone about this book, I'm using an affiliate link and getting them
an extra layer.
Even if they don't buy it, I still get a few pennies because they went and had a look and buy something else.
Exactly.
So it works. It works for me to promote the book in the shop. It works for Amazon to promote my shop to people that don't know me. And it I mean, it's just like no brainer, and I don't know why I faffed about so much at the beginning. Really, I should have just signed up the first day, and I should have started making books the first day. But you don't know.
No, but look at you now. You've got this rinse and repeat method that you absolutely is the right choice for you, because you've got all these books you want to make. And it's really interesting to hear how it's a really, really good example how it has become a cog within the rest of your business. So you're selling it as a thing on its own. You're putting it in within another pack. So this is useful as well if anyone does sell things as a pack, or if you do subscription boxes. What Bev mentioned about the value that you buy it at and then the perceived value, that is obviously a real benefit for a subscription box. I know yours isn't a subscription box, but if people are doing it that way, that's the same kind of thing. And one of the things I'm going to speak about in the free training tonight that people are welcome to come to is where Bev mentioned that she said in her book she's put, come over to my shop and here's whatever, how she structured it as a lead magnet. This is what I'm really passionate about. It's really lovely having a book that's got your brand and logo on the front and lines inside. That to me is just, I don't know, is it a vanity metric? Is it just a nice to have? But actually, let's make these books so they do actually really earn for you from different ways, from the royalties from the book, from taking you back to your store or your website or wherever you want to take them, adding value to another product or service. There's loads and loads of different ways that these can be used to really grow your business, and that's what I'm passionate about. So how did you find the actual course itself?
Great, because it was very structured. It was very clear what we had to do. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Because things are harder to explain sometimes than they are to actually do. And this was a prime example of that. You explained it really well, fortunately, but you could have got yourself into all sorts of knots, because it is a bizarre concept, really. But the course was fantastic. It made it very, very clear, and it was clear very quickly that what I needed to dedicate to it was a little bit of time to get on and do it. Because you told us everything. You provided templates. So without getting into too much detail, but because it's boring for everybody, or you won't know what I'm on about because you haven't signed up yet. But there are templates, so you can see when you're in. I produce mine in Canva. When you're in Canva, you can overlay the template that Claire has provided, so you can tell immediately that whether you've gone over the lines, whether you're going to be outside of the spec, and you can correct it. So you haven't got to submit that to Amazon and they go, no, this doesn't work.
No.
Do all of that before you submit it. And so she's taken all that away. You haven't got to work out what the measurements of the template have to be. You haven't got to work out where the print is going to land or any of that, because it's all done. That's what the course is. It's in it. There are plenty of YouTube videos, because I am that person. Sorry, Claire, you don't know this.
I reckon. I'm going to guess. Going to interrupt you. I reckon during the challenge you went, I can go off and do this.
I can do that.
Before you made a decision to join, I reckon you went off and had a look. And I
reckon I did. Of course I did.
If there's anybody in here now brave enough to say that you're in the free planner group, you're in the challenge, you've seen me talk about it, you've gone, why is she telling us this?
I can do that.
Do it myself. Let me know if you've gone to have a look on YouTube.
Because I did, and you don't know this either. I even bought a pack of templates. That's how tight I am. They were like,
wow.
They were $10 or something, and they were pants. Okay, they didn't help me at all. I mean, fortunately, it was only $10, but and I've hopefully get that back now. But it is, that's the beauty. I am never in a million years going to work this out for myself, Claire. Not a chance. You think you will, but I know myself well enough. There just isn't. There aren't enough hours in the day. Yeah. So if I wanted to get something out, because now I've done one, now it's like, okay, I'm sat here 11 o'clock at night, I'll do another page of the next one, because it's like, it's such a thrill to have it. And it's almost, if you're watching this, or you've been through the 4-day mini course, it sounds too good to be true, but it actually is exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I think a few people are struggling with that. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah,
we don't have to pay anything up front for the books. We don't have to buy any stock. We don't have to. No, it's literally
the whole thing is mental. Okay, I want to go to Amazon. My mission, on my bucket list in my life, I want someone to take me to Amazon and show me how the hell they do this, because I don't understand how I can submit my final proof on Thursday of last week, I think, or the week before, and I have the proof, not this, it's a proof across the front. I have the proof on my kitchen table by Sunday. How can that be? I don't understand.
I know. And then
but
you go to
whatever it is,
printers, and traditional printers, it takes months, and you have to buy thousands from a traditional printers, and it's like, it is such an amazing concept, and it's brilliant, and that's why I love it. But sometimes it is really hard to explain to people, because they go, "Are you sure?"
No,
you're following my leg. You're following my leg.
But I'm here to tell you, it is exactly what's happened.
It's really interesting to say about, and I went off and had a little look on YouTube. I know lots and lots of people do. And, that is actually one of the ways I started. And it took me a long time. And it is possible. Like, all the information out there you ever want about anything, whether it's this course, whether it's any other business thing, it is all on the internet.
I mean, your 4-day workshop was enough for me to know what to look for.
Yeah, absolutely. But what you'll find is you might find something that's not quite accurate. It's out of date, because things do change in the back end. We've had an announcement this morning that things do change in the back end. It's going to take you longer, and potentially you're going to get, I can't swear, can I? You're going to get a bit annoyed, because you will have more hurdles. And I have had several conversations with people who have told me what their problems were when they tried to do it themselves. And that's one of the reasons of the things that are included in the course, is because I've done that research. I've said to people, what did you struggle with the most when you tried to do this yourself? And they went, this, and this. I'm right, great. I'm going to make you cheat sheets. I'm going to make you templates. I'm going to make you, I've even got an online calculator now that there's a secret link to, so that you can find things that you need to find easily. And I've put everything in place so that you can turn up, you can enjoy it, you can have everything you need, and you can go and make your books. Because the people I work with are business owners. Okay, you've got other businesses you want to run. You're not coming here to then come and be a publisher or come and be a stationer. Although by the time Bev's done, she's practically a stationery book.
These shelves will be full of my book.
You're growing another business, so it's really important for me as a business owner to I understand that it can't take all of your time. And I absolutely do not want this to be a shiny object syndrome for somebody. This is not, I'm going to go and start making books now. No, your business is what your business is now, and it will stay as that. But you learn how to create something that is an amazing asset for your business.
Yeah, you're just adding it into what you already do, and hopefully improving what you already have.
Yeah. And how does it feel when that book arrives?
Have I mentioned my Mead making book?
I know.
Honest to God, I'm so thrilled that you've got one in your hands. It's so exciting. Look at that. No, honestly, there's nothing like it. I have to say, the proof was the most thrilling.
The one with
the do not, because up until that point, I still wasn't sure about all this. I'd seen you doing it, so it must be the case, and I know where you live. So, I know broadly where you live.
Yeah, I'll find you.
I know where to get hold of you on Facebook. So I knew it must be fine, but when it arrives, that's when you get it. That's when you really get it. And I wish I could get that across to people, because
give you that as a thing.
You have to go through it to understand what it feels like. It's amazing.
So I was going to ask you, what would you say to anyone that's thinking about joining, but I think you've already answered that question.
I did, as I say, I was one of those people that went, no, I don't need to do that. I can just figure it out. Because there are some courses I've done in the past, by the way, where I've looked back and thought that was just a stupid decision. I could have worked this out. It's no big deal. Nothing is a big deal, but this is so different to anything else that you've probably done before. Unless you've had anything to do with KDP, it's a completely different concept. And it's such a thrill to now understand it. And it doesn't feel like a lot of people get it either, by the way, because people keep asking me, how did you do that? It's like self-publishing has this whole real mystique around it. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not until you do it that you realize how straightforward it is. So, I would say to you, if you have a business and you've already got the ideas in your head about what books you could create, then you're halfway there. You just need to do the course and get them out there.
Yeah.
So my only regret is I didn't get going quicker, though I don't quite know when I got going, but I wish I got going quicker.
Everything happens at the right time. Everything happens at the right time. And if there is anybody thinking that they want to learn more about how it becomes a lead magnet and all those things, then there is a call tonight. You can register for that. It's at 8 o'clock. It is on Zoom, this one, so that people can ask questions at the end. So I've done it on Zoom. So yeah.
Sorry, I can't be there. I'm bell ringing tonight, which I know is a bit.
You know it all anyway.
I know, but I would have liked there to be there and go, yeah, it's great. But it is.
Brilliant. Right. Well, thank you so much. I'll put a link in. Let's put a link in, shall we? Because I'm like talking about this course. People don't even know where they can sign up for it. I'll put a link in on comments. If anybody wants to jump in my inbox and ask me any questions, I don't do kind of like sales stuff or whatever. I'm just going to tell you how it is, what it is. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, that's absolutely fine. If you want to jump in my inbox, you can leave me voice notes. You can leave me messages, personal or Facebook profile. My Facebook page is I am Claire Clark. On there, you can see pictures of other books that people have done. Also, you can go onto the website. There's a gallery on there if you want to see books that other people have done. You can have a look there. On the gallery, there's who they are, what kind of business they are, and there's a link to their book on Amazon as well as a picture of it. So you get a full idea of all the different range of businesses that this works for, that's done it in the past. So we've had reflexologists, accountants, shop owners. What else have we had? Educators, coaches, therapists, mindset. I'm just looking now over some books. Dance business owner. These books really work for. I've not yet come across a business where someone's gone, I do this, and I've gone, it's not going to work for you. Not yet. So if you think you are that business, pop it in my inbox and see if you can stump me. Lovely. Thank you very much. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Thank you so much, Bev. And I really look forward to seeing
Pleasure. Good luck, everyone.
your next books. Bye.
Bye.